Good evening from the historic Wharton Fieldhouse. This is Quincy High Blue Devil basketball, Western Big Six style. Hi, I'm Jeff Wellman as we get ready our second night at Moline. Hopefully it's as great as the first night was, as the Blue Devil Gals in the last quarter outscored after giving the first basket up, scored 17 straight points before the Maroons scored the last basket of the game and won last night. Nice job there. Coming into this one, Devils have won 2 in a row. They're now 5-10, 2-4 in the conference. Moline, they're at the top of the conference, 13-4, and they are 6-0 coming in. The Blue Devils average about 47 a game. They give up 55. On the other side, flip it over. Maroons score about 56 and give up 45. So following those numbers, we're losing by 10. Last year, both these games, January and February, both were on the 14th, by the way. Quincy High won the first one, 71-56. Dom Clay had 21, BL3 had 13, and Milton Whitfield had 11. Had a chance to talk to him before. In the second game on February 14th at Blue Devil Gymnasium, Devils won 69-52. In that one, Thompson had 32, and Longcore had 21. Brady Welsh, one of the key names there that is returning, and he had 16 in that ball game. Well, a guy that loves to play against them. We talked about it last night, Coach Pettit. And this is going to be a good test for the Blue Devils coming in tonight to see if those couple games in the improvement is continuing.
Well, it's good to see Milton out there, first of all. Now, last year when he came out, and it's probably going to take 2 or 3 games to get him acclimated, new teammates, new ways of doing things. You know what I mean? So, and last year he came out ball of fire. Don't need that this year. So we'll see how Milton reacts to getting back on the court and getting back into competition.
I'll give you a note before we go to Coach's stuff. Did not tell Coach this, but Milton and I talked down there, and he said it felt fine even though he looked like he was limping. He probably will not play this weekend. He's going to go ahead, rest, I think, these 2 games so he can be back next week and for the shootout.
Okay, so he's not playing tonight?
Right, but it looks like Woodson might be back, so we'll have a chance to get Woodson back in the lineup as well.
Well, and you get extra pieces going into the puzzle. Makes it a little bit difficult as a coach.
Yep, we missed Woodson the last couple games, and Whitfield stepped in there. Did get an opportunity to hit a shot, get a rebound, and also hit a 3-pointer. Hey, it's the Mecca pregame show, and we are at the Mecca Mobile Studio. It's sleep tight, better bed, less money, Quincy and Jacksonville. And we'll also, after the break, hear Coach's comments from Andy Douglas. It's the Blue Devils and the Maroons, Wharton Fieldhouse, right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Better bed, less money at Sleep Tight in Quincy and Jacksonville. Shop Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster with free delivery, setup, removal, and 0% financing for up to 5 years.
Sleep tight.
Sleep tight.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
This game is brought to you by Mecca Sports Co. You can find us at meccasportsco.com, on YouTube at youtube.com/@meccasportsco, and on Facebook at facebook.com/meccasportsco. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any coverage for all 4 Quincy High School basketball teams, boys and girls. Get the play-by-play and color call from Wellman and Pettit exclusively on Mecca Sports Co.
And welcome back to the pregame. Time for the coach's comments, brought to you by the Kunis Group, Faith, Family, and Giving Back. With me, head coach of the Blue Devils, Andy Douglas, and 2 victories in a row. Shooting good at the free throw line, knock on wood on all of that stuff. Now we're here at Wharton Fieldhouse against the undefeated Maroons, so this will be a great test.
Yeah, it really will be. Talking with our coaches and watching them play as much as we have and watching our guys, compete at a higher level. If you would have asked me at the beginning of the year if we stood a chance, I would have questioned it. But now the way our guys are playing and the confidence that we're playing with, I really like our chances tonight.
No Owen Freeman, no Brock Harding, no Kyle Taylor, no Braden Freeman, So we've lost no Trey Taylor, but we still have Welch and another group that maybe you don't know, but they're a good ball team.
Yeah, they are. They are all, everything revolves around what Welch does. He's Brock Harding 2.0, if you will. Does a lot. Looks like him if you're watching just on film from a distance. He looks just like him, how he plays. So we got to make sure that we're shutting him down. We're going to have – it's not just a one-person effort. I heard somebody earlier, Parker, you got him, man. I know you can guard him. It's not just Parker. It's got to be a full team effort when you're talking about guarding players like him. So it's going to take a really solid defensive effort from our guys, understanding, the scouting report, playing to the scouting report, and then the biggest thing, execution offensively. We got to get shots. I used to say we need to get great shots every possession. We'll settle for good shots right now. We got to get the ball up on the rim and not turn the ball over.
We talk about Welch. There's been a number of Welches along the way. And, in fact, last night in the broadcast of the girls' game, we were wondering if it was kind of like the Douglases. And all of a sudden we said, what year was it that we had no Douglases on a team? And we waited for Keith to send a call, but he didn't give us a call yet.
Yeah, no, there's definitely been a lot of Welches here, but looking forward to a good one tonight.
Everybody healthy, and how was the week of practice?
It was solid. It was solid. We got after it a little bit yesterday. Guys are competing at a high level. So, again, it's we just got to be able to see that translate to games on Friday, Saturday, and Tuesday nights.
Well, I think if we play the way we did the last couple of games and keep that intensity, I think we got a good shot at an upset here.
Absolutely.
Sounds good. We'll talk to you after the game.
All right, thank you.
That's Andy Douglas. His comments are brought to you by the QHS Auto Group, Faith Family, and Giving Back. When we return, the Blue Devils and the Maroons from Wharton Fieldhouse right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
QHS Auto Group is proud to sponsor Mecca Sports Broadcasting.
If you're looking to score your next new ride, be sure to visit QHS Honda.
And QHS Hyundai of Quincy.
With over 300 new and used vehicles to choose from, you won't find a selection like this anywhere else.
Plus, give your vehicle the game plan to success by servicing with our new state-of-the-art service center.
Visit QHS Auto Group of Quincy on 36th Street and see how QHS makes it easy.
Back at Wharton Fieldhouse, it's the pregame show brought to you by Mecca Sports Co. Coach Pettit and myself, I'm Jeff Wellman, and we're getting ready for this one. Crowd starting to come in. Nothing, of course, we said last night, the band rocks here. The band rocked last night. We did run our camera up to it. We will not be able to do it tonight. We've got a stationary spot at the very back up here, so we've got to just go with what we've got. So the court will be a whole view the whole game, and you won't have to worry about us following the ball back and forth. Crowd-wise, we talked about the old days. I mean, the old days when everybody talks about how great things were. This place used to be packed back when Quincy High would come here and play against the Maroons.
Well, and, when I came here, the floor was like 6 inches off, the concrete down there to where it was with, banner, all the way around so you wouldn't fall off. And, yeah, this is a great old place. I mean, nothing better than coming to Wharton.
And, of course, coming in here with the undefeated Maroons leading the conference and a chance for the Devils playing well. But, Coach, what's the keys going to be for this one?
Well, you look at it and, my first key is take care of the basketball. Looking at the stats, Coach Douglas got us, a couple games ago, it's like, one assist versus 2 turnovers. You got to turn that around, because every possession counts offensively, defensively. So if you're giving up, that realm, that's not good. Defensively, got to be one and done. When that shot goes up, you got to be communicating shot, and everybody's got to get a butt on somebody, get the rebound, and that will lead to easy transition baskets. Third key, play 32 minutes, no empty possessions on either end. Challenging shots, rebounding, and or making good passes and running the offense. We don't need one pass and, jack up to 3.
And we don't have to worry about Arthur Abbey as he transferred over to Rocky. We'll see him again during the shootout on Friday night.
Yep.
Let's look at the Western Big Six standings right now. Moline leads the conference at 6-0. They are 13-4 in the season. Rocky's right behind them at 5-1. East Moline 4-2. So it's a 3-team chase up there, and I don't know if you can consider East Moline there, but they're hanging there. Then you got 4 teams at 2-4. Geneseo, Sterling, Galesburg, and us. And then Alleman 1-5. So, you know, you'd look back at that game that Geneseo, if we play them now, it might be a whole different, different game.
Well,
Sterling
we're playing much better now than when we were at Geneseo.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
Much better, so.
And by the way, when we were at East Moline, they honored the 2 officials, and they're done their last game. No, that was their last game at East Moline.
Yeah.
They have a whole season. I saw him beforehand.
We'll see him all year.
And by the way, can't remember. I think Brunner shot us a message who that was. Do you remember who that?
No, I don't.
Oh, darn it, I can't.
I don't know any officials.
Joe,
names.
I know it's Joe. And, of course, Steve Spivey I've known for years. Anyway, he was up there buying the illustrious book. That's the best gyms in the state of Illinois. Vincent D. Johnson is here. And he's set up in the hallway, and he's autographing books and selling the books out there. Joe was going to buy one. He was $1 short. I gave him that $1, and so we're expecting some good calls out of him somewhere in the game for that $1. How many good calls do I get for a buck?
Half a one.
The jump ball, that's about it. So, yeah, so anyway, looking around the rest of the conference tonight on the 16th of January, Galesburg is hosting Geneseo. So in there, right there, somebody's going to get their 3rd victory. Somebody's going to take their 5th loss. Both teams are both 2-4.
At Galesburg, I'll take Galesburg now.
I would say Alleman's got Rocky at home.
I'll take Rocky.
Rocky will win that one. Rock Island will, but it won't be Alleman. And then Sterling is hosting East Moline. You know, Sterling has been an interesting team. We saw a good-looking ball team, and then since then they've lost some games. You kind of scratched your head and said, is somebody hurt on the team?
Well, yeah, I was going to say, do we have any injuries? Do we have, what's going on there? Did somebody get kicked off?
I think when our game, you remember, we played them all the way up to the 4th quarter, the end of the 3rd, the 4th quarter. They went on a run. So I believe the Blue Devils, when they do head to Homer Musgrove, is going to be a whole different team up there. So, yes, looking at that one there, and, of course, we mentioned Sterling East Moline. So who you got in that one tonight then? I mean, East Moline.
Yeah.
I would think so. So the game could be, the best game is always where Quincy's at, and this is where we're at. So, hey, it's the Mecca pregame show. We're going to take a quick break. When we return, national anthems from the band, starting lineups, and Blue Devil basketball against the Maroons right here. MeccaSportsCo.com.
Brian Harms, I'll bet you got a lot of people asking for fish sandwiches this time of the year.
You bet. Isn't that great? It is that time of year. People always love our fish sandwiches, and they're with tartar sauce and lettuce. You can get that any day of the week. We got the beer battered Alaskan pollock back. I'm back from Alaska. We caught all kinds of them.
And what kind of fish are those?
Pollock. Pollock.
And you've got a special deal going on. 2 fish sandwiches for just $7. Right now at Hardee's, 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
Dreaming of a new kitchen or bath that's as functional as it is beautiful? At Woodmart Building Center, we bring your vision to life. Choose from a wide variety of cabinetry finishes and styles to fit any space and budget. Our expert designers work with you every step of the way to create a space that's uniquely yours. From timeless classics to modern masterpieces, your dream kitchen or bath starts here. Visit Woodmart Building Center today. Find us at woodmartbuildingcenter.com or stop by our showroom at North 12th and Seminary Road, Quincy.
And we are back, the Mecca pregame show. Wellman and Pettit, 2 minutes here before the opening tip. And you heard Artie's ad there. Fish. Must be getting time for Lent, and Easter's around the corner. So it's fish, and more fish.
Well, I tell you what, I had a couple of them, but it was at the Hardee's up here, obviously, because we were here last night. And fish sandwiches are very, very good.
Head out there and see Brian Harms over at 30th and Broadway. And, of course, he's got the post-game show. So when you come around there, you'll pick it up as well. Speaking of food, I'm going to have to jump to another one in downtown 8 Open, a Southern Kitchen, 601 Main, Quincy. Sandwiches, fried chicken sandwiches on brioche bun. Different things on each one, depending on what you want to get. Signatures, and you've got the smash burgers. Just good stuff down there. Get down. I've already been down there. And they opened up on Wednesday now, and they've got a new menu, so check it out. Otherwise, Thursday and Friday, 11 to 8, Saturday, noon to 9. That's 8 open, the Southern Kitchen, 601 Main in Quincy. Oh, darn, I forgot to pop up the video over there on top of it. Just not video, but the logo, so I'll have to do that one again here. All right, Coach, we're starting to break here. Last minute, and I wonder what Coach had to say again. Milton is dressed tonight. Thomas Woodson is dressed again, and we've missed Thomas for a couple games.
I was going to say Milton was out there, working, looking pretty good, in the warm-up. So, hopefully we'll get little spurts of him in there because obviously he's not in game shape right now, obviously. So
he felt good last week, and we talked about how he was limping. And for a guy, I was explaining my knee and torn an ACL and played for 40 years, but that was a different story back then. And the meniscus is one of those, not to be a doctor, and I don't even play one on TV, but when you blow out an ACL and it's gone, your muscles, supporting muscles, keep that knee together. The meniscus keeps rubbing and tearing at it, and that's the pain he's feeling there. And so while you've got a healthy knee, you need to get it repaired, rehab it, and do it right. When you get a knee that was as bad as mine, then you just wait till you're about 63 or 62 and have it redone. Let's put it this way. If it's bothering you in life, folks, go in. As they start in this, the boos came from the
Maroon faithful.
In there, it's blackout night as they're all wearing black. And it's time for the national anthem. And a nice job by the Moline band with our national anthem. And when you see our screen tonight, you will get a stagnant or a still shot because you have the whole court there. It works out good. The banner at the top, I will not be keeping score because I've got the scoreboard in the picture up there. So the scoreboard will be there and the time, but yours truly will be calling it out since I'm a radio guy or a audio, what was it, the old song, in a digital world? Analog man in a digital world. I said it, I didn't sing it. Here's the Blue Devils lineup. In their road blue, trimmed in white. Avion Tate, number 5, he's a senior, 6'2". Number 10, Parker Douglas, the freshman guard. Number 20, Jules Clausel, he's a sophomore at 5'11". Tim Griffith, 32, the freshman at 6'2". And the big man inside, number 54, Brennan Lepper, 6'7" freshman. Coached by Andy Douglas, assisted by Bruce Bonas, Jeff Obert, Ryan Brown, and manager Raymond Jones. So we go 3 freshmen, a sophomore, and a senior in the lineup, and Tate's been adding a little spark to the lineup there when he gets in there.
Well, the thing I've seen about this team, you have probably 10 people that have contributed. You know, when you talk from, you know, Humphrey, Whitfield back, Tate, Beeston, Freiberg, you've got a second 5 that you can stick in there and give you minutes, and you don't lose a whole heck of a lot.
Checking the line out here as they whip them out there fast on me. All right, let's see what I got here, Coach.
1-4,
Brady
13.
Welch. He wears number 1. He's a junior at 5'10". Number 4 is Josh Hendricks. Hendricks is a junior at 6'7". Chick at 6'3". We've got Alante Anderson, number 25. Anderson, a sophomore at 6 foot. I had a check mark by one guy, but he doesn't play much. Zer Blema, number 24. And number 13, Abe Peterson. And we're ready to go.
Well, Moline's got, starting 4 juniors and a sophomore, so they'll be back next year. Well, unless the transfer portal.
There you go. Blama in the center circle along with Tate for the Devils. Devils working left to right, and the Devils get the opening tip. Gets it to Parker Douglas. Left side, Jewels. Man-to-man coming from the Maroons to start it off. Lepper sets a screen. Back to Tate at the top. Right side, Douglas. In the corner, Griffith sets up, has time, 3, no good, long. Lepper got his mid on it, but couldn't draw it in, and the ball goes out of bounds. Good look there, ball was reversed, and it was a wide open 3 look.
Well, yeah, I mean, as long as they're wide open, but once again, you got to start knocking them down.
And you knock that down, then it works from the inside out, and you can get back in and get Lepper down on the block. Like we did last time, we really attacked the basket with him. Half-court set, Devils in there, man-to-man set. Welch. Passed up the shot, passes to the left side. Drive on the baseline, stopped by Anderson. Welch fell down at half court, not sure what happened there. Peterson dishes it off, Welch, and he drives baseline. Steve Spivey sees it. That's our official there. Turnover, Devils basketball. There's 7:16 left, first quarter.
Well, I tell you why Welch fell down. Douglas pushed him down and, didn't get called, but I like the aggressive play on the defensive end.
Clausell sets the offense to the left side, clears Douglas out. Griffith sends it back to Jewels. Drives in, the little runner, the floater, no good. Reaching up and over Jewels was Anderson. Rebound, Moline. I'm waiting to move the camera with my left hand, Coach, tonight. Have it. In the half-court set, Welch being guarded by Douglas. You heard Coach say that everybody knew Parker and the whole team knew that Parker had Welch tonight. Welch comes around the screen. Pass it to the left side. Long 3 from the left side, and it just goes in softly. Hendricks with the first basket of the ball game. In transition down the right side, Griffith takes it down baseline, brings it out to a left. And he stepped out of bounds. Brought a great left back in front of the basket. Thought it was going to be an and one. Instead, it'll go back over to the Maroons.
Well, that's where you want to see Griffith going to the hole hard.
That was a sweet move, and he brought it back to his left hand, too. Top of the key. That's Blama. Over to Welch. Check that. Welch came around the screen. Now he pulls up from long range, and he drills the 3. He falls down 2, and they call a flop on Welch. And I'll tell you what, last night we watched this, and one of the girls in warm, every time she shot it in the first game, she hit the floor and she fall down. And so she was learning how to get that call. That time, the call was the flop afterwards. And
Coach Taylor's not very happy
No,
with that call.
And really,
he's giving, oh, Lord.
For a shot, I don't see the flop as much as flopping, trying to take a charge inside when there isn't any contact or very little. That right there is just coming down, realizing there's some contact, much like the great shooter from St. Joe Ogden, the kid that used to be there that just lit him up. He was always making contact on the way down.
And that shot was made probably about a foot in front of the volleyball line. That's a long shot.
That's when you also turn. That's as official. You turn and go, look, you made a long shot. Don't whine and try to get another one here. 6-0 early in this one. 6:10 left in the first. 2 threes for Moline so far.
This is going to be a fun matchup for Douglas tonight. Getting after Welch.
Got to be out wherever he goes. Follow him to the bathroom, to the concession stand, everything. In the right corner, Douglas starts to make a drive out in front. Pulls up right in front of the basket. Good shot. Missed it. Got his own rebound, but taken away was Anderson.
And that's okay. Make Welch play defense, on the defensive end.
In the corner, a drive starting to go in. Tate, when it came, did not get a handle on it. Shot went up. No good there by Blama.
Got to finish off the rebound there.
Ball went out of bounds.
Two or three Blue Devils down underneath the basket. Got to finish that off and go the other way.
Ball got knocked out by the Devils, so Welch will trigger it in. For the Maroons, glad you're with us on this Friday night.
He'll pass it in and go off a screen.
Welch pops out. There he is in the right corner.
There he goes.
Douglas got through the screens. Now a pull-up. Good-looking shot there, and I'll tell you what, that's a tough one there when a guy can shoot from outside, can drive to the basket, but then also can drive and pull up.
And pull up from mid-range.
8-0. Devils need a good offensive stand here for a bucket. Just need to get a bucket. Like Coach said, don't need a great shot or a great offensive thing. We just need a good one. Clausel's going to take it from the right side. Oh, rolled in and out. Good look there as it's scooped in. The outlet pass, though. Peterson threw it past his man. That was Welch, so the Devils will get it back. By the way, I checked on Coach Taylor's kid down at Monmouth. He's in his senior year. He's had 4 solid years between 9 and 11 points a game, 3.5 rebounds, 2.4 assists to turnovers, just solid stuff. I didn't have a chance to talk to Sean before the game on that. 5 minutes left in the first. High-low pass into Lepper. Lepper, oh, and a great hands, good pass, and Lepper waited for the defense to clear out around him before taking that one in.
A little bit better than the high-low that we watched before from, volleyball line trying to get it in there. We were down at the elbow, make the pass, good seal by Lupp.
And Welch tried to make a move, did a little travel there, so it'll be Devils basketball. Douglas in his hip pocket.
Well, we'll see if the pressure, mounts up and everything, through 4 quarters and see if he can get there and go through it.
I would imagine Welch, if even being compared to Brock Harding, it ain't going to bother him too much. The only difference right now is Harding's got a whole bunch of tattoos, and he doesn't.
You slow him down.
Clausel picked the ball up too soon, gets it to Lepper in the corner. Lepp tries a one-hand pass. That's not the pass you want.
No.
Couple Devils were there, picking the ball up.
Not off the dribble, going down to the
Hendricks took the ball away. Fighting for a screen there, and Jewels. If Jewels doesn't push him, you just maybe might get a moving screen on that. But when you stem the arms like an offensive lineman, you're not going to get it. 4:22 left in the first. Devils are down 8-2. Friday night here at Wharton Fieldhouse in Moline. Welch comes out, gets the ball. Passes left side. That's Hendricks. Hendricks starts to go baseline on Clausel. Skips it all the way on the right wing. 3-pointer on that wing, no good. Lepper gets it after it goes off his leg. Amai Singh missed the shot from the left side.
Well, I like that. We had 2 Blue Devils underneath the basket fighting for the rebound on defensive end.
Griffith, top of the key. Man-to-man still from the Maroons. Through the legs twice. Strong move to the hole.
No.
And the problem was he tried to get through a gap that wasn't there. And so a traveling call. That would have been the one when this first guy comes down on the wing, you kick it to the wing.
Oh, yeah. Well, and then kick it to the wing, then the guy slicing to the block, get to him, scored.
Tim was trying to get there, and it was a good thought. It's just got to realize. Top of the key. That's Hendricks. Had Clausel on him, right side to Welch. Welch, couple hesitation dribbles. There's the third one. Good help there. But Lepper's going to have to help on the defense, and going to the hall, Singh hits the basket. We left him, had to help out, and then Lepp had to try to play him all the way to the hole. 10-2, Moline, 3:12 and counting left in the first quarter. Lepper inside gets pushed. 2 guys, even 3 guys coming in.
Grabbed him, yeah.
They've got him in the front. They've got him from behind. The people in the stands got him everywhere he goes. Foul was called on Anderson. His first on Moline. Each team has one with 3:09 left in the first. Lazy pass. Trying to get it out to Tate. Now he goes coast to coast, and that's Singh. How about setting up? First of all, nobody picks him up. After that, though, how about somebody setting up for a charge? He's coming full blast.
Transition basketball, you got to stop him at half court or slow him down to half court so everybody else can get back and help. You had 2 or 3 that by the time he made the basket, you had 2 on the other side of half court. Can't have that.
Then trying to block the shot from behind.
Well,
it's not. You're not going to. You guys already by you and got up to the rim. Second foul on Anderson for Moline. Second team foul.
Not good transition defense by the Blue Devils.
Wilson Freiberg comes in for Avion Tate. Clausel all the way to the basket. Clausel. He had Freiberg, but he didn't have a good lane, so the ball got knocked back to him.
Well, that's one of those ones where you pull in there for the little 10-foot floater and go from there instead of going in 1-on-3, against their bigs, and trying to score.
Jules has been doing that along with Parker. Not sure on that one. He had Wilson down in the opposite block. Illegal screen on Moline.
Welch.
He was setting the screen. First one on Welch. Third one on Moline with 2:38 left in the first.
He's a tough little cookie like his brothers. You know what I mean? He's going to get in there and mix it up.
Ethan Marks in number 12. Marks isn't that tall, but he already came in and started pushing Lepper right away. He's got 2 or 3 heads less than Lepp.
Oh, yeah.
Clausell brings it right side. He's got Jipke. Jikke, that's a tough name to say.
Well,
D-J-I-K-P-E.
Once again, we're a little sloppy outside, not crisp on our passes.
Luckily, there's not a shot clock, but we'd already burned it up.
Oh, yeah.
Douglas starts to bring it out high. Ball's knocked away from him.
Oh, next year's going to be a completely different game.
Long
That's
pass.
a bad pass.
From 30 feet away, Beeston tried to go inside with it. Avery had just checked in a minute ago. Crossover, Welch all the way to the basket. Welch beats Douglas, and then Welch beats Lepper coming over for help. Game started off with an 8-point run, now a 6-point run after the Devils hit 2. Devils are down 14-2.
Terrible pass.
Coming out of there, bad pass as Beeston wasn't even around the screen yet. So far, Moline is the one that's doing it. We're doing it to ourselves.
Well, we've got juniors playing against freshmen here.
Welch got Douglas on him. Passes left side. That's Hendricks. Hendricks backs it out. Wilson Freiberg, good job on defense. Skip it onto the far side. That's JD. I like that better than trying to pronounce D-J-I-K-P-E. Left side. Shot no good. Comes right back out. Hendricks gets it. Hendricks takes it in. He's fouled. So Hendricks will go to the line to add to his three-pointer that he shot already. Parker Douglas, his first foul.
Another offensive rebound. Hey, you got to do a better job, boxing out.
And we're playing man-to-man, which that means you know where your man is. It's not like trying to find somebody in a zone. You've got it, your man out there.
Well, what we have here is a lack of communication. When that shot goes up, you should be yelling out shot. Or when your guy picks up the ball, you get up into his grill, and then dead. You don't let your guy get the ball. That's the
right way to do it.
Well,
1:12, 1:13 left in the first quarter. Free throw, good on the second one, missed the first one. Hendricks has 4, 15-2. Moline with the lead. Down in the short corner, Freiberg. Freiberg slapped it down, I guess, when he got the ball. That's considered a dribble, so when Wilson decided to make a move, the second dribble was double dribble. Those are tough, too, because when you smack it down to the ground, if you're not going anywhere.
Well, that's the one thing I see a lot of. You look at Moline, they catch it, pass it, move, whatever. We get the ball, we dribble, then pass it.
Welch sends it down to the corner. Good help from Lepp. That's Marks that was had it. Sends it back out with 3 passes all the way to the left corner. Hendricks makes a good move against Freiberg. Oh, Kanai could have went down there and taken a charge. Ball back on the perimeter for the Maroons. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Maroons are up 15-2. Welch.
Well, they're going to get the last shot. Whoa.
All the way to the hole. Shots blocked. 1-on-4. I'm not sure what he was thinking. Kanai have somebody behind him. Nobody says anything. And as a dribbler, you got to know.
You got to know. I'm sorry.
Yep, I would agree. And if there's 3 guys around you, somebody's got to be open. 7 seconds left in the quarter. Welch gets it over. Hendricks is going to fire a 3. Hendricks hits the 3-pointer.
Cherry on top of the cake right there for Moline.
Moline scores 8. Devils get 2. Moline scores 10. Devils down after 1, 18-2. And we're back for the second quarter right here at Wharton Fieldhouse on megasportsco.com.
Ride the Baja Wave.
And in the first part of that, to get down in the transition. So, we got to dig in defensively and get one stop here and then go down to score.
That was coach's keys to the game. We didn't do a very good job in the first quarter.
Oh.
Devils out in the second quarter. Douglas, Humphrey, Lepper, Freiberg, and Woodson Jr. back in the lineup. Hopefully get a little physical down below. Oh, no, we don't need that. Thomas Didn't even really fight through that screen. Now he's going to go over and apologize.
Well, why?
But that was.
He knocked Welch down. He was trying to set a screen, so.
It's just the way you go and kind of bump, and you didn't extend the arms, but fight through that thing.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, see, you can't go under the screens there.
Yes. Pulling up 15-footer.
Because he's going to do that.
Welch
didn't
missed.
make it, but that was a good look.
Freiberg got the rebound for the Devils. Second quarter action, Devils down 18-2. Kanai drives, kicks it out into the left corner. Freiberg did it again. He bat the ball to the floor first, and then he picks it up, and then he makes a move. Anytime you get the ball and it's coming towards you and you pat the ball down, that's considered a dribble. I guess that dollar didn't get Joe those 2 calls on the double dribbles. Joe's going, what do you want me to do on that? 1 minute in the second quarter. Brady went down again.
Well, yeah.
Starting to make a drive, lost the handle on the basketball. That was Anderson. Lepper picked it up. Outlet to Humphrey across the timeline.
Get in the offense, let's go.
Left's going down the low block. Woodson at the top. Works his way to the basket, kicks it out left corner. Kanai fires up a 3. No good. But the follow through, I believe, maybe Anderson. If so, Anderson will have 3 fouls. Now they called it on 15. Is that right? We don't have a 15 out there.
13.
All right, thank you, Coach. Peterson, his first, and the first for the Maroons in the second quarter. 1 for the Devils. 6:47 left. Referee came in and told Woodson and them to stop pushing and battling. Parker trying to get it in, does to Kanai. Still man-to-man from the Maroons. Devils have been man-to-man as well. Kanai dribbling the ball out there. Parker comes and gets it in the M at half court. Lepp comes out to set a screen, but Welch takes it away from Parker. All the way to the hole. No good, and it won't count anyway because it was touched while it was up on the iron, so wipe it out. We've had that earlier in the season.
Well, I don't think it was going to go in anyway, but, Welch was, begging for it. He's a good-looking ball player.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. And he does look a lot like Brock Harding when he played. And Brock had another guy out there called Kyle Taylor, and that was a silent assassin.
Trey Taylor.
Huh?
Well,
Trey, it was Kyle. Trey Taylor.
Yeah.
Kyle, Sean's son.
Well, they've had a bunch of good players go through here the last 4 years.
They were the silent assassins back in the day. Should have been Parker Douglas on the foul. It would be his second. They haven't put it up on the board yet. And Welch makes it easy, 1-2. First 2 points of the second quarter, 20-19. 20-12, excuse me.
20-2.
19-20. Yeah, it went 19-20 for the 2 points. 2 on the other side for us. I can put a 0 in there, it ain't gonna help us. Well, it would tie us up. Kanai goes back, resets the offense. Left side, right side to Griffith. Tim, hesitation. Oh, good move. Same move he had last time. This used his right hand, but didn't step on the baseline. Long pass. Good idea, but it wasn't there. Tipped away, Devils have it. Half court set. Griffith. For a moment, there was something for Kanai on the far side. It got covered up. Lobs inside. Woodson turns and shot. No good. Good pass. I'd say good shot, but he needed to take one more step or just take the step strong to the board and put it off the glass.
What you want to see is having one dribble and dunk it.
And Anderson, just physical, takes Kanai all the way to the basket. Now, I'm so used to the names we're used to and the guys. So some of these guys here, again, they're not the solid studs that we've seen. Kanai, the shot, no good. Lepper's trying to fight for the board. Lep's on the floor. Ball squirts out.
Lep trying to get up.
Here comes Welch. Yeah, no doubt. Welch all the way to the hole. Parker Douglas gets beat. And I'm telling you, it's not to be ashamed because Welch has a good move and he uses the right hands. He's got great body. And it's 24-2. Ouch. 5 minutes still left. Forcing a shot or a pass. Right now when it's 24-2, you can't make the 22-point shot, but you can come down every time and run your offense and look good. That wasn't. 20 feet, boom. Welch drills another one from outside. And the run continues. With 4:43 left in the first half, Moline 27, Blue Devils 2, and we're back after this word from one of our sponsors.
At Sleep Tight in Quincy and Jacksonville, we believe everyone deserves a better night's sleep. Discover top mattress brands like Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster. Your purchase always includes free delivery, free setup, and free removal of your old mattress. Plus, enjoy 0% interest for up to 5 years. Better bed, less money. Only at your locally owned Sleep Tight in Quincy and Jacksonville, where comfort and community come together.
Sleep tight.
Sleep tight.
Back at Wharton Fieldhouse, 4:43 left in the first half. Ouch is a word. And when you pull the Band-Aid, they said, just pull it off hard. It's still not going to make any difference here.
Well, once again, you look at it, we're, halfway through the second quarter, we've given up 27 points. Our defense has been bad at best, letting them go do basically what they want to do.
Ole on the drives.
Well, you can't do that.
Yep, like a bullfighter, and then when we're giving up threes.
Well, you got to knock somebody down. If they're going in the lane, you got to knock them down. I don't care Welch, I don't care who it is. You got to guard somebody in the three-point because we haven't done that. How many threes they got?
Well, hold on there. Second coach is Closell, sends it over to Griffith on the left side. They had 3 in the first quarter, 1 in this quarter, so they've got 4 so far.
Yeah.
Closell has the basketball for the Devils to the right side. Humphrey. Inside's Lepper.
Get low.
Woodson now, 20 feet out high. No. Lepper's the only guy inside. He's got 2 guys on him. He's fighting hard.
Yeah, we got 4 guys standing back there at half court. And, defensively, we're not doing very much. So, let's go to the glass and you'll get a rebound and get a putback.
Right. And you talk about fouling like Welch when he goes to the basket. Problem is, when he gets to the basket, everybody's 2 or 3 feet behind him so far.
Oh, yeah.
Ball out around the perimeter. Peterson looked for a cutter. Anderson was there, and instead he'll get it out to Welch. Welch is going to get Peterson to set a screen. 2 crossover dribbles. Kicks it out left side. That's the key, too, if you come and help. Good job by Woodson on the block shot. Blocking Singh. Woodson now starts to drive, trying to go one-on-one.
Yeah, 1-on-2.
Yep. Ball got knocked away, and before Devils will foul, Kanai's going to commit the foul on the floor. For Humphrey, it's his first, 3rd for the Devils. 1 on the other side for Moline with 3:37. And hopefully you got the big scoreboard right there on the top of your screen there, folks. That's why my numbers haven't got changed on that board. Moline has the basketball. Welch comes out. I almost wanted to call him Harding since we've been comparing him so much. Comes get the ball. That's Hendricks. Hendricks to the right side. Screens on the weak side. Anderson at the top. He's got Tate on him, who just checked into the ball game. Running the offense. Crossover, step back on Humphrey, all the way to the hole. Lepper helped partially block that shot. Tate comes away with it. Closell goes into the middle. Up. No, gets a rebound. And Jewell stays with it. Gets our first bucket in the second quarter.
So it will go in the basket down there.
I know, I wasn't sure there. That was a 19-point run there, by the way, Coach. Last time I saw one of those, it was that Notre Dame game at the beginning of one season where they ran off like 50 or 60.
Against Goodstem, I believe, or something like that.
Oh, it was good ball. The Raiders played well, but the defense and the team wasn't there. 2:35 left in the first half, 27-4. Maroons have the basketball. Humphrey, Tate, Griffith, Closell, and Lepper for the Devils. Playing man-to-man. Trying to play through it. Anderson, pass over to Welch. Welch getting a screen here from Peterson. Goes by it, all the way to the hole. Ball's tipped twice. Luckily, it was tipped away. That's why it wasn't called a traveling.
Humphrey's done a good job, getting into Welch.
Parker tried to get there on that one. And Parker was working hard, like right there. Humphrey gets beat 2, and then a dipsy-do up and under, acrobatic, you name it. He went through 3 Devils while he did it. Kanai tried to even steal it from behind. Well, I'm just glad they don't have any more bodies than him. Now, if he got him in foul trouble, we might be okay. And there's one that might be gone before the first half. Anderson should have, well, it's only 3 now. We thought the other one was on him. So he has 3. He plays physical, too. He's a strong guy. I can't say it reminds me of Taylor because Taylor was strong, had some good size.
6'6", and yeah, he'd take it and dunk it on you.
And the left, yep. Inside 2 minutes, a lob in here from way out, Cosell. All right, pick the ball up at half court. That's a no-no. 2 guys are coming at you. Get rid of it. You don't, that's a no-no. 3rd guy came to you. There's got to be somebody open. And you know it's not going to be the first pass you think. It's going to be the 2nd or 3rd pass. That's why they're up there on you. They're covering your first pass. Left side, driving hard to the hole. And a nice move. Ball rolls out. Tim's going to get called for the foul. Griffith. Hendricks is going to the hole. And now shoot from the free throw line.
Well, if you're going to play man, you got to drive them to like where between the M and the O right there and stop them right there. You don't let them get all the way to the basket and then try to block it.
We talked last night about on ball with girls, and we talked about having back off a guy or a gal a little bit and beat them to the 2nd or 3rd step because you're already going to get beat to the 1st. Devils aren't learning it either. The problem is with these shooters, if they don't get that 1st step, they step back, and they're just lightning with the shooting it. I mean, they light it up.
Well, and like I say, this is a team of juniors. You know what I mean? So they'll be back next year.
Oh, wonderful thought
there.
Well,
you know, unless the NIL, gets
we've had a lot of that. They had to put up with our 4 years, and so inside, Lepers getting double teamed to sandwich.
I think that's a bad pass.
Yeah, into a double team.
Well, you got 2 people, guarding him. Swing, go to the other block, seal out, on this side, then go to the other block. Then you get it. You got an easy look.
Marks commits the foul. 3 against Moline in the quarter. Kanai goes hard to the hole. Almost a slap. And I tell you, Kanai went up with the ball, was going to come back down. He had nowhere to go with it. Good news was there was a foul called, and so Kanai will go to the line to shoot 2.
Once again, a 1-on-3. Now, if he drives it to the volleyball lane, takes a step back, throws up that little floater from 12 foot, then you got people in there to rebound, go from there instead of, trying to go up on 6'3", 6'4". That's tough at 5'10", believe me.
Indeed. I don't care how high you can jump. I don't care if you're Spud Webb.
Well,
Spud was smart enough.
Now, if you go up and dunk on those 6'3s, then you're good, but I don't think Kanai's going to do that.
Most guys are pretty well going, no, I think that's a bad place for me to go into. 48.1 left in the quarter and the half. Kanai made 1 of 2. Avion kept it alive, then Avion tracked it down, almost knocked it out of the Maroon. Moline has the basketball in the half-court set. Man-to-man, Marks with it at top. Weak side, holding on. I think Jewels was hanging on. Both teams are going to shoot the last 36.4. For Jewels, that's going to be, they get 3 up now, heading for 2. We'll check that. Djipke, that's a good one. Parker's going to have to come in. Joel's going to go out. First free throw was missed with 36.4. So
the more I think back to the first game I saw this year when Notre Dame came up here and beat Moline in this place, 58-51, I believe it was. Great win for QND.
Oh, especially the way that Moline's gotten better. But still, they were good back then. Notre Dame just had a better night. Griffith back at half court. Got to move. Hendricks over to Parker. Down to 18 seconds left in the first half. Griffith will screen away. Kanai will come out and get it.
Got to start going. I mean, we're out there at half court and 10 seconds to go.
To Parker. Douglas, right side. Hesitation dribble. To left, turns all the way out into the left corner. Tate, a little slow on the shot. Should be about, I thought over a second, but definitely 0.8 was up there for sure. Wow, just let the clock run out. Ball went out of bounds, and I guess.
It's 34-5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? First half's over.
I was going to pretty well go there as well. So first half is in the books here at Wharton, and we're glad. We're hoping that the second half isn't the same way as the Devils find themselves down 34-5 in this one. Wow. All right, stick around. We got the halftime show. We'll talk about some other stuff. This might be a fast fourth quarter tonight. So, folks, stick with us here. And hopefully the Devils will come back in the second half and shore things up and realize, okay, you're probably not going to win this game, but let's do the best we can do in the second 16 minutes.
Can't get any worse. You know, let's put it like that. I mean, they come out. I mean, coaches got to go in there. Hey, refocus. Let's do what we talked about. You know, because we haven't executed offensively or defensively. So, you know, let's go out. It's 0-0, and we'll see what they come out and do second half.
See if we can win a halftime here at Wharton Fieldhouse. Pom-Pom Squad's out there. You'll be able to check that out when we come back here on MegaSportsCo.com.
Brian Harms, I'll bet you got a lot of people asking for fish sandwiches this time of the year.
You bet. Isn't that great? It is that time of year. People always love our fish sandwiches, and they're with tartar sauce and lettuce. You can get that any day of the week. We got the beer battered Alaskan pollock back. I'm back from Alaska. We caught all kinds of them.
And what kind of fish are those?
Pollock. Pollock.
And you've got a special deal going on. 2 fish sandwiches for just $7. Right now at Hardee's, 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
This stream is brought to you by Mecca Sports Co., your streaming platform for all 4 Quincy High School basketball teams. Be sure to subscribe and like on YouTube and Facebook. Just search Mecca Sports Co., and you won't miss a thing from QHS Blue Devils and Lady Devils with coverage for the QND Raiders and Lady Raiders on the road. Be sure to visit MechaSportsCo.com for the complete schedule of games and more.
This season on Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Yes, college football is back.
Our lives finally have meaning again.
After a really long offseason.
Look, our QB's on the draft slide.
Whoa! Oh, he's going. To where? Not where he expected.
Everything will be questioned.
What is this place?
Don't they know it's Saturday?
Everything.
College football is changing.
The Dr. Pepper flavors, too.
It's all connected.
Fansville Season 8.
I don't think I've ever seen someone slide so far.
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
Back at halftime. Time for the Pom-Pom Squad. Baseball shirts, but they're not Pittsburgh Pirates shirts like Coach wore. By the way, Coach Brenner, I did tell Coach about the Dodgers picking up Tucker and that his prediction of the Pirates winning the World Series, I'll have to go through them probably. So that's going to be a tough one. And you got to get out of our division as well. And we might talk more baseball at halftime because I don't know what we can say about this first half other than ugh, ouch. I'm going to get the thesaurus out and find out how many different words we can say with butt kicking. And so,
well, yeah, I mean, you know, coming out, you know, Welch, first time I've seen him, oh my goodness, you know, what a player he is. You know, I might have come out with a boxing one, but I don't know if that would help because the way he runs off of screens and, you know, movement off of it, catching and shooting, you know, and he's got volleyball line range. You know, I mean, it's NBA range, you know, what he's got. I mean, he's a tough guard, and, you know, us coming out and trying to guard him, you know, has opened up other things.
Well, the key to that, too, Coach, is you got 2 guys who can play. So if you came out with a triangle and 2, you'd think, all right, I'm 1 guy on Hendricks and 1 guy on Welch.
That's hard to play, though.
No, we're going to play 2 guys on Welch. I mean, and he still might get through to the basket.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he's just the way I describe him, slippery. You know what I mean? He's very smooth, slippery, get through the lane and do that, but, you know, come off that screen, come off of the, you know, high pick and roll, whatever, let it fly from way out, but then he goes to the hole hard also.
Oh, he's got every fundamental move, so you can tell he's worked at it a lot. You know, when he keeps his dribble, hesitation, head fakes.
He's probably played against Harding a few times, you know, and when he was a freshman and Harding was probably a junior or senior, aren't they a couple years apart?
Harding's already a junior, so you'd have, they probably didn't get in here, his brother was, but he probably played with his brothers alone too. But if he came out here at all and probably ran.
Well, his brother was a different player. Wasn't he like 6'3"?
And could shoot.
Well, yeah.
But he also went down low. But yeah, this Welch, Brady has got he's got the moves, he's got the package. And I don't know that you cannot go out and say, we got to stop him only, because already you've seen Hendricks do it.
Oh, yeah.
We've gone hard to the hole. Anderson really hasn't been an offensive player, but defensively he was there. But he's got 3 fouls, so we won't have to worry about him. So,
yeah. Well, and to be honest with you, I like that the Jipke or whatever his name is. That dude can play.
Yep.
You know, I saw him, against Notre Dame, first game of the year, and I'm like, Oh, very athletic, very long, good defender. I mean, but our offense is so out of sync.
Well, this group, too, a whole bunch of new faces and a whole bunch of new looks, but still Sean Taylor's team, and he's got them together, and that's why they're undefeated in the conference right now. So,
well, there's a reason why Coach Taylor has 2 state championships to his name.
That is true.
Yeah,
it's hard to get
one
them.
heck of a coach.
Hard to get them.
Hard to get one.
Yep, and I tell you,
let alone 2
we
in
always
2
talked
different
about.
places.
That's right. With Leggett, we always talked about, if it was so easy, he'd have won up here, he'd have won at Rocky. It's not as easy as you think, and he had a heck of a squad there. By the way, the all-time wins numbers across the way. Since January 23rd of 1904, 1,912 wins, 1913 after tonight. Game started off.
Well, we don't know yet, but it's a pretty good.
Vegas is not taking any more bets on this, and so Moline, I know, with all the betting going on.
No, we're not talking betting now.
No, not at all. In fact, well, wait a minute. It'll be in the high school already. You're talking about it in the baseball games and everything else. I think it needs to be gone from all of it. But Moline gets the first 8. Devils score. Moline scores the next 19, leaving the first quarter into the second. It was 27-2. Devils scored. Moline with another 6. Devils got a free throw. Moline got one back. That's where we're at. 34-5 at half. The band's rocking. We're going to take a break. We'll come back here at Wharton Fieldhouse for Blue Devil basketball right here on MegaSportsCo.com.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at Kunis Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
Atlas Slice, 121 North 6, Quincy. Chef-driven craft pizzas and wings from an open flame high-heat oven. Drinks from Excel. Open Thursday and Friday, 4 to 9. Saturday, noon to 9. Atlas Slice, 121 North 6, Quincy. Halftime, Wellman and Pettit. Coach, even in our heyday, or even now, adding a couple more players and having us play, it's still 34-5. It's so at halftime, the key is for the Devils, and I think we've mentioned it throughout. We've got to be able to get our offense starting at the top of the key and not at half court. And we've got to be able to do it. If you're starting at half court, your biggest problem is you're picking the ball up. You've got no angles. Now you're already screwed the whole offensive set up because somebody's got to come out and help you out.
Well, my biggest thing, I looked at the last offensive set that we run. We're out here playing catch back and forth by the M, with 10 seconds to go. No, you got to get into it. I'd like to see some pick and rolls. I'd like to see, a little bit different, different look, and make Moline try to guard.
We haven't really had to see anybody off the bench. A couple people on Moline's side, but it really hasn't been a situation where you can get deep enough into that bench where we might be able to do some scoring, get Welch out of the game, but nobody on that side's foul trouble other than Anderson. Welch with only 1. Hendricks has not fouled yet. I see a Corey Taylor out there that got a foul. I wonder if it's any relation to Trey, or is that Coach's youngest son? Does he have a younger son too?
I have no idea.
See, I have not checked that out.
No idea.
I completely forgot about that when I saw that on there earlier.
Once again, we're at 0-0 right now. Let's see how the Blue Devils come out third quarter. See if they get, I don't want to say mad, but, see if they want to get a little bit more frustrated, to stop Moline on what they want to do because we've just let them do what they want to do the whole first half.
Hey, we'll give a shout out to Cindy Hall. She's listening, and she said, hey, did you guys lose your sound or is it just me? And she came back a minute later and said, it's just me. So, a little worried about that there for a second. Check everything out. Again, the signal, of course, is always tough here. Starting the second half out. Devils will have the basketball. Tate, Griffith, Lepper, Douglas, and Clisell. Backdoor cut from Clisell. Good pass from Tate. Joels didn't have it, so they bring it back out. Lepp inside. Misses the shot. Tate kept it alive. Avion's got the rebound. Skipped out to the top. Clausell, good. Three-pointer at the top for Clausell. Brought to you by Woodmart Building Center, 12th and Seminary Road. Much better in that offensive stand.
Well, offensive rebound turns into an easy look on the three on the kick out. You know, paint the three.
Welch made a drive in, then kicks it out on the far side. Hendricks missed the shot. Lepper gets the rebound. I had a call there at halftime, too, if someone was calling to ask about why our scoreboard's not at the top, because you can see the main scoreboard, so there wasn't a need to try to keep up on that computer.
Can't bring it down, Lep.
And the running score and my scorebook. Oh, good job by Tate stepping in the passing lane. That was not a smart play, and usually Welch does not do that. All the way down, Avion Tate went between two players, took it in, he got fouled, and he'll have a chance at a blue-collar three.
Well, once again, the defense turns into easy offense right there. You know, you get the steal, you take it down, you go up.
And I'm not sure it was easy offense because he went 1-on-2, but he took it to the hole.
Yeah, took it to the hole hard and, you know, laid it in, got fouled.
Free throw, no good. But the Devils do score the first points of the second half.
First five?
Yep, a three-pointer and a bucket. Lead the quarter 5-0. That was the key. Win the third and win the fourth and slowly sneak back in this one. 6:35 left in the third quarter. Not in front of us there. Thanks, guys. Missed shot. Devils get the rebound. Clausell has it coming down. Setting the offense now. Tate's down low. Lepper getting on the block as well. Now we go away from Lep. Oh, and a good backdoor cut. And it was from the screen of Lepper. Clausell hits the bucket.
Lep's got to be careful, though. Down there throwing the elbows. You know, he's going to pick up some cheap ones, and that's not going to be good.
Yeah, when you're that big, too, everybody can see it.
Yep.
Drive into the basket. Bad pass. Here's Clausell with a steal. Clausell over to Tate. Tate scores, and he's fouled. Devils pick up the third quarter, folks. Wow, we have just came out and have put up the first 9 points with a chance for 10.
Well, and it starts on the defensive end. You know, we've had 2 or 3 steals, you know, challenging the shots, getting the rebounds, and going down and transition offense. That's a lot easier than setting it up against their man-to-man.
Tate completes the three-pointer. Your project planner, Woodmart Building Center. Stop by and see Kevin and the crew. Woodmart Building Center, 12th and Seminary Road. We played a little over a minute here in the third quarter. Devils scored the first 10 of the quarter. Moline has not scored. Ooh, did he not switch his pivot feet? Tate out there on Anderson, who's got 3 fouls. Welch, by the way, took a break. Blamont came in all the way to the basket. Wow, that was a strong move there. In fact, when he shot it, Anderson off the glass, I didn't know how it stayed in. It should have been rattling around. It was so hard. Devils' 10-point run gets cut into. Anderson will be on the line. Foul was called on Tate, his first, and the first of the third quarter for the Devils. 3-point play completed by Alante Anderson.
Good-looking 6-foot sophomore.
Yep, not quite Trey Taylor, but he's got physicality.
Yep.
And a double dribble right in front of our bench. Parker Douglas lost the handle after dribbling it. Turnover there. Boy, what a good start, though, to the quarter there, Coach. We can get a shot. We get hit a three-point.
Well, and it started on the defensive end, rebounding. They've come out with a lot more intensity, you know, especially on the D.
Back on the defensive side, man-to-man still coming from both teams. Hendricks has it off the right side to Anderson. Skips it over left. Driving down the lane. Picking the ball up. Oh, and partially blocked by Lepper. Shot was taken by Blamont. Devils have the basketball inside 5 of the third quarter. Clausell hands off to Griffith. Being hounded by Hendricks. 2 passes, gets it to Tate in the left corner. Back to Douglas. Douglas. And he saw Clausell. Thought we had a backdoor cut. The pass was there. Luckily, it touched one of the Maroons, so the Devils will still get it. Substitution on that side. Devils, actually, Maroons are going to send out 3. Now we look, it's only 2 players changing out. No, you got to stay in there. Singh's going, am I out? Well, you're number 5. You better stay. Freiberg in for the Devils. Box out of bounds play. Parker Douglas to trigger. Lep's got a break. Tim Griffith. Out to Clisell at the top. Parker Douglas on the left. Avion Tate's in the right corner. Oh, and a lazy pass out there. Marks goes all the way coast to coast. That was not a good pass at all. That far from the basket, first of all, we picked it up. And then Marks didn't have to do anything but take 3 steps up and take it away. Well, after looking good to start the quarter, Clisell in the corner. Shot no good, 1 and done. So we make a turnover.
Bad pass, bad shot.
And that's where I usually, in that situation, you're coming over and sitting by me.
Yep.
Devils foul. Just because you've got to learn. If you can make a bad pass and then turn around with a bad 3 on the second pass, come on over and sit, and we'll put somebody in for a couple times down the floor. Not taking anything away from Joel's being aggressive, but foul was called on Tim Griffith, his second foul. Second on the Devils in the third quarter. First free throw is good, so we're nullifying that little run we had to start everything off. Hendricks hits 2 free throws in a row. Now we've got a 7-point run, so we're still up 10-7 in the quarter. Need to get it in and get a score. Freiberg starting to lean before looking, kicks it back out. Clisell in, the floater, no good. Goes to the floor. Maroons with the basketball down the side. Marks passes over the far side. Hendricks kicks it out to Marks, passed up the 3. Cutter came from the weak side. Back out to Hendricks, who's long range, no good. Freiberg gets the rebound over Parker Douglas. Devils down 41-15, 3:33 left in the third quarter. Parker goes in, got up in the air but got off balance. Missed the shot, but he gets the steal for us. Tate pulls it out. Way to stay with the loose ball. Clisell off the left side, hands out to Tate. Tate over to the right side. Almost a stolen pass. Griffith in the lane, all the way to the hole. And it was a good pass to Avion Tate, but Griffith was fouled on the drive. Jekpi, that's a tough one there. His first.
Yeah.
That's why I went with JD. His first name's Jeff, so JD sounds good. Devils have the box out of bounds. Well, that was a line out of bounds play. All the way back to half court. Jewel's off the right side. Griffith coming up to set a screen. No, gets the ball. Sends it left side to Parker Douglas. Pass almost thrown away. If the pass gets there in time, Avion Tate has a great cutter to Griffith.
You had 2 sloppy passes before the pass going in.
Yep, and Griffith would have been wide open, which he was, on the backdoor cut. Left corner. Good fake, good take, and Welch hits his first of the second half. And it's now 10-10 in the quarter. So the 10 points the Devils scored got nullified. Griffith at the top. Boy.
Well, they go 10-0, and then, Moline goes 10-0.
Yep. And Griffith had a good backdoor cut on that. He was wide open from the screen. Here's an ill-advised pass getting up in the air. The backdoor cut was not there. So we got to play about 2 minutes, and then we've gone into a funk. Oh, a nice block from behind. Parker Douglas, though, can't do anything about it as JD gets the offensive rebound and the putback. Moline now takes over the third quarter with 2 minutes left, beating us by 2 in the third. And it's a learning experience. They'll get it. Griffith, the pass to Clisell. Clisell starts to make a drive. And Tate had the move, but they're going to call Wilson Freiberg on an offensive foul, setting a screen. For Wilson, it'd be his first. The Devils' third in the third quarter. 3 apiece. Why are we shooting? We've got 4 fouls on us, 3 actually, and 3 on them. If that's the 4th, I'll take that.
Technical or something, or?
Well, either way, Welch gets to shoot one, missed it. Oh, he's got one more. Tate and Freiberg were both saying something, but well, one of the two was one of them, but Freiberg's out.
Missed 2.
Wow. Hold on. Did you see that? He's 1 for 4 right now. That's Welch. He can't miss any threes, and he can't miss any shots to the basket, but he can miss free throws. And I'll bet you on the overall in the season, I'll bet you he's not that type of I'll bet you he's shooting 80%.
80, yeah. I was going to say 80, 85.
Inside 2 minutes.
Play.
Oh, and I tell you what, good job by Griffith. It was going to be an easy basket no matter what. Griffith got a partial block on the back and fouled, but
the old screen and slip right there, baby.
For Tim, it'll be his 3rd foul. The Devils' 5th in the quarter with 1:44 left, sending Hendricks to the line, who's 4 for 5 or 5 for 6 now, so he doesn't have that problem that we just had a moment ago of maybe being too close to the basket.
No, he doesn't have the problem of shooting and missing, no matter where he's at.
2 in a row. We expected that on the night. 6 out of 8. I missed one of those missed free throws there. 48-15. Devils are down after a good start to the quarter and now throw the ball away.
Well,
Coach Douglas throws his hands up like,
another cheap
guys,
ball.
we're not even getting the ball to the first pass.
Well, we're passing it and trying to catch it and doing something before we get it. There's not a 33-point play.
And there's no shot clock this year, so Devils back on defense. Minute and a half left, 3rd quarter. Welch has the ball and gets a screen. Kanai's trying to guard him. Skips over. Kanai did a pretty good job when he came in the first half against him. Parker did an okay job too, but you just can't get that close to him. Right there, Kanai gets beat all the way to the basket. Welch beats him and then does a reverse layup as well.
So Welch is up to, 21 now, I believe? Well, you have 21 on the scoreboard.
And that bad pass out high. Devils give a layup on the other end. JD with the bucket. Coach, this is an 18-point run after the Devils scored the first 10 of the 3rd quarter. I would say that the game face came on the Maroons after we scored 10 and said, no, not again.
Then Coach Taylor called timeout.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
And if I know Coach Taylor, his face was all red. You know what I mean? He was talking to him.
Oh.
I love the way Sean coaches.
Ethan Marks commits his 2nd foul for the Maroons. 4th team foul in this quarter with 33-2. So both teams will shoot if there is a foul in the last 33 seconds of the 3rd. And right now it's a running clock in the 4th. That 4th quarter is going to go fast. Kanai, Jewels, Avion, Brennan, and Tim. You know the guys. No, our 5th foul was after. It will be next one. Moline only has 4 fouls against them. But glad they worked it all out. Now you just said, I got 2 foul shots on each and the rest of the way out. Devils try to go clear across in front of us.
Jeez.
Tate reaches up and uses his football athletic ability to get that one. 2 passes back to the right. Left makes a cut. It's not there. Kanai starts to make a drive. Bounces off of Hendricks' foot. Hendricks slid on the floor. Gets the steal. JD pulls up for a short little J. 12 seconds left in the quarter. At least get the last score of the quarter so we can have it bookends. Jewels. No look pass there to Brennan. Brennan with 4 seconds. Back out to Avion. Pulls in. Shot. No good. Night bad floater. I still would have liked to see him put it on the board. People don't use the board enough. And we have played 3 quarters. The Blue Devils put 10 points up. And then 20 points come from the Maroons as after 3, 54-15. We're back with the 4th quarter right here on MechaSportsCo.com.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th, Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
And we're back at Wharton Fieldhouse. Wellman and Pettit, 4th quarter. 54 for Moline, 15 for the Devils. Devils at half were down 34-5, scored the first 10 points of the quarter, and the next 20 points came from Moline. It's not hey baby, it's oh baby, oh my, oh gosh.
OMG.
Yes. White flag. But the Devils will come out in the fourth, and let's see if we can't put a good 8 minutes together. And we did the first few minutes of the third.
Oh, yeah.
Moline got a little pissed off at that, I think.
Well, and then we started getting sloppy with the ball, on the offensive end, and it turned into easy transition baskets for Moline.
Running clock has Sean Taylor clearing his bench. We'll tell you who's all in. And the first kid that comes in, Corey Taylor. And if that's Coach's kid, he just drills a three. 57-15. Checking that lineup for the Devils. Inside, Lepper has it knocked away.
Well, once again, Lep's got three people on him. He's got to catch and face, and they'll look for a shot instead of, bouncing in and trying to back in.
Tim
Because
Griffith.
he's a good passer. He'll find the open man.
Griffith will take the ball out. Lep's in front of the basket with Avion Tate. In the right corner is Juelz Clausel. Left corner is Kenai Humphrey. That's your Devils lineup here at the fourth quarter. You just heard Taylor making the one on the other side.
There you go, right there.
Lep the short hook, and he's going to have an and one. Brennan Lepper.
I haven't seen enough of that tonight. Him down the block, somebody behind him to where he can, operate, so to speak.
We haven't seen that at all, actually. The foul on Antonio Atkins, one of our guys down here, who's probably going to be the last guys off the bench. They had 16 guys, and they got 15 spots. So we had to ask their athletic director if he knew which the last two guys were. One's already in. We went to Lep early in the last game, consistently inside.
Yeah.
This one we didn't have a chance because the passes were too far away.
Well, we could get into the offense. Our guards didn't get us into the offense.
Yep. 6:20 left in this one, 57-17. Don't forget to stick around. The post-game show brought to you by Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, and we'll also hear from Coach's comments. They'll probably be pretty short, I would imagine, as we're going to turn around, get some rest, and head off to the Rail Splitters of Lincoln tomorrow at 6 o'clock.
And they're a good ball club. Very good ball club.
Neil Alexander still out there. He's got the lifetime contract. He's going to use it all up. So good defense on this one. Drive to the basket, no good. Taken was by Nate Segorbi. Tate's on the left side. We'll give you the rest of those kids too. Ethan Davis Lamb in the game for the Moline Maroons. Also in the ball game, Chris Syverstein. And you heard Taylor hit that last shot.
See, too many people are too close. Not good spacing.
Kenai takes a shot, no good. Ball's on the floor. Kenai tracks it down. Avion kept that one alive. Good job for Tate. Right side, Tate will bring it back out. Coach wanted to reset an offense. Let's see it. Griffith on the left. Skips it back to the top. Tate. Avion through the legs. Man-to-man still coming from the Maroons. Kenai starts the drive left corner. Had it tipped away. Regained it. Clausel on the right side. Three-pointer no good. Lep tips it. Lep brings it down, but then I'll tell you what, somebody had some good hands in there.
Yeah.
Because Lep didn't bring it down very long, and it was already taken away. We mentioned Lincoln tomorrow night. Then next week, a busy week. Blue Devil Gals, they've got Sterling at home, Rocky at home, and then Principia in the shootout. Devils have to do a double check here. We got Rocky on Friday in the shootout, and then Saturday, Columbia Hickman. Taking a drive to the basket, and Davis Lamb worked hard against two guys. The officials were not going to call a foul on that. And the ball goes out of bounds, and insult to injury. It comes back over to the Devils. Substitutions now. Naz Kelly into the game. Emmerich Batley. Kenai stays in. Also Carter Trollbridge is in. Lep stays in as well with 4 minutes left and running. That's probably a good thing for us to have it running, although when you bring your subs in, you like them to have a chance to play a little bit. Kelly on left side. Good job of not throwing it into the triple team. Did you see that too? Corey Taylor was all the way on the far side, came down as the third guy cheating.
Good pass.
Trollbridge. That was all right. Trollbridge didn't make the move. He passed it, and it came back out. Kelly fires the three. Trollbridge was coming, but he was also going away from the basket when he caught that pass.
So you catch a pivot and shoot the layup.
So he saw Naz was wide open on the wing, and he made that quick pass. Wilson Freiberg's in. Lep's going to take a seat. He had 4 on the night. Clausel had 7. Tate's got 5, and That's our main scoring. We got one free throw by Kanai, and that is it for the Devils. 17 adds up pretty fast. Or you get to 17 pretty fast. On the perimeter.
Don't take long.
Bogus. Bogus? Oh, that's a Bogus. B-O-G, and then Guess. So we get Bogus in there in the game. I'm sure he likes that. Brennick Bogus. Foul was on the second one, though, on Atkins. He gets in the game, gets in the foul column right away for the Maroons. Inside 3 minutes here. Devils have the ball. A Mount Everest to climb, and not enough time for it. Batley on the give and go. Oh, my. Freiberg had the ball bounced off his shin on a bad pass. Wilson just tracked it down and then made a good move. They called him for traveling. That's tough when you have that situation happen. Right side, Spicer. Travis Spicer into the ball game. Where's number 20? Pass goes over left side. Devils staying in their man-to-man. 2 minutes left. And the Moline squad that comes in does the same thing the Devils do. A pass and one zigs, the other zags. Turnover back to the Blue Devils. Well, let's see, at least we would hope to get maybe 2 offensive stands where you could run 2 offensive sets and run your offense.
Well, that's how these kids are going to get more playing time, is running what coach wants.
Yep.
And taking care of the basketball.
Foul right in front of us. Trowbridge got fouled. Both guys go to the floor. Both guys get helped up. Bogus with the foul. 3 against Moline, none against the Devils in the fourth quarter. No foul shots will be taken this quarter unless you're going to the hole. Freiberg looks into the corner, decides not to pass. Trowbridge comes out to get the ball. Carter brings it out, gives it to Naz. Back to the top, Batley. Inside 1 minute. Left side, Freiberg. He's got the big guy on him, Atkins, who's got 3 fouls. Checked that 2 fouls early. Left corner, shot no good. Rebounded, outlet, all the way down the court. Devils are going to foul. Good outlet pass there from Taylor. That's why I got to think it's coach's kid. Man, he's just done the fundamental coach's kid type stuff. Davis Lamb got fouled. He's going to shoot 2. Foul was on Trowbridge, his first. 28 seconds. Can we shoot 2 free throws in 28 seconds, or will the Devils not get a chance to even shoot? Davis Lamb connects on the first one. Not a lot of scoring in the last quarter here, Coach. 4-1 right now. 4-2, excuse me. And second one, no good. Freiberg gets the rebound. 5 seconds left. Wilson was going to kick it back out. Thought we might just hold on to it, but we get stolen, and that's the way to cap one off here. As the Devils run into the best team in the conference right now, undefeated. They are now 14-4, 7-0 in the conference.
I don't know if they're the best team in the conference.
Well, they are as far as record.
Well, yeah. I mean, them and Rocky, that next game with those two going to be really good.
And there might be a third one called the postseason as well. Devils fall to 5-11. They're 2-5 in the conference. So tough night for the Devils. Won't be hard to add this one up on our side. I'll have some adding up on the other side to do, but that'll do it for the regular portion of our broadcast. Stick around. We'll have the Hardy's post-game show and all the festivities that go with it. But from Wharton Fieldhouse, unlike last night where we got the victory, tonight we got the thumping. And, hey, it happens. You're going to take it and take your thump and move on, and let's go to the next game, and let's pass that anger or feelings to Lincoln tomorrow night. Would you not agree?
Well, you got to sit there and put this one out of your system. This wasn't good in any facet, of the games. Defensively, offensively, one good. Now tomorrow, we're going to go into a 1-2-2 Haven, and we're going to take care of the basketball a whole lot better than we did tonight. I don't think it'll be 58-17. It might be 45-17 or 45-12 or whatever if we don't take care of the basketball.
Yep,
So,
defense, Alexander and defense, the 1-2-2.
Oh, my goodness.
Alexander and really Coach Douglas and the Blue Devils have both been synonymous, but he stayed with it. We've kind of gotten to our man-to-man.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you what, Alexander next year when they get to the 35-second shot clock with that 1-2-2, oh, my God. That's going to be very tough because he goes three-quarter court, and he'll waste 10 seconds getting it over half court, and then he'll stay in it, and that's going to be a tough one tomorrow night.
And that is tomorrow night. Tonight we'll wrap this one up as the final. This is the regular portion of our broadcast, your final at Wharton Fieldhouse. Moline Maroons 58, the Quincy High Blue Devils 17. And you've been listening to Blue Devil Basketball and watching it right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th, Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
Brian Harbs, I'll bet you got a lot of people asking for fish sandwiches this time of the year.
You bet. Isn't that great? It is that time of year. People always love our fish sandwiches, and they're with tartar sauce and lettuce. You can get that any day of the week. We got the beer battered Alaskan pollock back. I'm back from Alaska. We caught all kinds of them.
And what kind of fish are those?
Pollock. Pollock.
And you've got a special deal going on. 2 fish sandwiches for just $7. Right now at Hardee's, 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
Welcome to the Hardee's post-game show, brought to you by Hardee's at 30th and Broadway. And it's fish time, folks, so I think it's 2 fish for $7. Can't go wrong with that. I'll tell you what, not a bad price there.
Well,
Make sure
we're
you check
at
out
the Becca Mobile Studio, sponsored by Sleep Tight.
Thank you, Coach. There, we missed that in halftime there. We appreciate that. Better bed, less money. Quincy, Jacksonville, Sleep Tight, Midwest.com. So I am thinking about my bed there as I was going through that, it's 2.5 hours away, so we'll get there pretty soon before tomorrow in Lincoln. Well, this one started off this way. Moline came out with the first 8 points of the game. Devils hit a bucket. Moline would run the next 19 off. At the first quarter, it's 18-2, but would carry it into the second quarter. It was 27-2 before we hit another bucket. After a little mini run, Devils and Moline would both share a free throw. And halftime, 34-5. Coming out, I was going to ask Coach, what did you tell these guys at halftime? It was so impressive. Come out, 10 points. Devils looking good to start off that third quarter. Closell hits a 3. We have 2 blue-collar attempts. Tate makes one of the 2, and we're looking pretty good. And just about the time we feel pretty good and we're pumping up our chest a little bit, wham, here comes the Maroons. They would score the next 20 points of the quarter. Third quarter was 54 to 15. And then final, well, he went into the fourth quarter with a 3. And after that first three-pointer, Devils hit a bucket, 1 free throw on the other side. So the fourth quarter was nothing more than 4-3, or 4-2, Maroons. And the final, 58-17, as the Maroons improved to 7-0 in the conference. Devils 2-5.
Yeah, I tell you what, this Moline team, they're going to be back next year with all the same, players and probably adding to it. So, this is a learning experience for the Blue Devils, and, they need to start learning pretty quick, how to take care of the basketball, and not give, take care of the basketball and get good shots every time you go down the floor.
Vincent Johnson's up here. D. Johnson, he's the one that wrote the book, Illustrious, with all the great gymnasiums. This is one of the top ones. In fact, the largest gym in Illinois and the 9th largest in the U.S. is Wharton Fieldhouse. Devils, though, are high up on that list, and we've got the Devil in there. And
well, yeah, I remember when I brought my Marengo team here. We played the second-ranked team in the state, Washington, at one of their Martin Luther Kings up here. And, the kids come in, and, I had freshmen and sophomores on the team. They went and sat in every corner of this place, looking at, the views and everything. This is a grand, high school basketball venue.
And we've had fun the last 2 nights. The girls with the win last night, and we're right over the bleachers down there just over the top of the overhang in the first there, where it's the reserve section for the boys' games. So we got to bring that one to you tonight. We just went ahead with there you go, the shot. I love they turned the lights out. I have my light, and the lights dimmed on the floor. I love that. It gave a little different look out there, a somber look. Let's break down the scoring for you in this entire game. For the Devils, they were led in scoring. Looks like Clazel had 7, 5 points from Tate, 4 from Lepper, 1 from Humphrey. That's 17. On the other side, we're going to work our way up. Ethan Marks came in, got a bucket. Also, Ethan Davis-Lamb had 1 point. Alante Anderson had 5 points. Corey Taylor hit a 3-pointer. Singh had 4 points in the ball game. JD hit 3 buckets in the third and with a free throw also. So he had 7 points. And then you look down to Hendricks. Hendricks fired 3 trays. Didn't make a bucket the whole game, just the 3 threes. And then he went 6 out of 8 from the line. So 15 points from him. And then what we say, 21 from
21
Brady Welch.
Yep.
And that's 58 for Moline in the ball game. So, hey, it's time to go ahead and take a break here while we're still on here to let you know that 8 Open, a Southern Kitchen, 601 Main, sandwiches, signatures, features, good stuff. Open now on Wednesdays with a new menu drop, and then normally Thursdays, Fridays, 11 to 8, Saturdays, noon to 9. And across the street, it's Atlas Slice, 121 North 6, Quincy, chef-driven craft pizzas and wings from an open flame high-heat oven. Drinks from Excel, open on Thursday and Friday, 4 to 9, Saturday, noon to 9. Atlas Slice, 121 North 6th, and Sister across the street, 8 Open on the 6th Street Promenade. So, Coach, what do you do? Now, on this one, you just put the film away.
Well, yeah.
Don't watch it. Don't look at it. We already know what we've done wrong. Let's get back do a walkthrough tomorrow before we get to the Lincoln game, and let's just put it out of our mind and go in fresh to Lincoln.
Well, I mean, one of my, pregame was, we're 1 to 2, on assist versus turnover ratio. Tonight we were probably 1 assist per maybe 8 turnovers, give or take. Tonight we didn't take care of the basketball at all. On the offensive end, obviously, with us getting 17 points, we didn't get left the ball, down low. We did do a concerted effort. And every time, he got the ball down low, he had 3 people on him. You know what I mean? So it's got to go out, in and out, and, maybe, re-put it in there, after he reposts up. That might work. I mean, we've got a lot of work to do on the offensive end.
I know you felt good after a couple of good games there. You beat Springfield at home. That was a good ball game.
Which is a good team.
Yes. And Alleman, then you go out and do your business. You can't let anyone sneak by you there.
Yep.
So you got both those covered. Coming in here, it'd been nice to have a couple different games before you hit Moline. So then maybe you got that rhythm going. But I don't know. They took us out of the rhythm right off the bat. And Welch just said, listen, this is my ball game.
Yeah.
You're in my house, and I'm going to take care of it. And he did.
Well, like I say, he's only a junior. So, I mean, this whole team's coming back next year intact. You know what I mean? So this is going to be a tough nut to crack for them, not only this year, but next year also.
Indeed. Let's take a quick break here. We'll come back with more of the Hardy's postgame show right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
This stream is brought to you by Mecca Sports Co., your streaming platform for all 4 Quincy High School basketball teams. Be sure to subscribe and like on YouTube and Facebook. Just search Mecca Sports Co., and you won't miss a thing from QHS Blue Devils and Lady Devils with coverage for the QND Raiders and Lady Raiders on the road. Be sure to visit MeccaSportsCo.com for the complete schedule of games and more.
Better bed, less money at Sleep Tight in Quincy and Jacksonville. Shop Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster with free delivery, setup, removal, and 0% financing for up to 5 years.
Sleep tight.
Sleep tight.
And we are back here. It is still, we're in the Mecca Mobile studio. The studio is kind of quiet right now. And thank you, Sleep Tight. Better bed, less money. Sleep Tight.
Lights are going off up here at Warden.
It's sleep time, and it was sleep time throughout most of this game. So hopefully Kevin can give us a better bed and less money for this kind of sleep. Quincy and Jacksonville, thank you very much, Kev. Well, I'll tell you what. Coach, I think it's one of these where even if Coach Douglas makes his way up late. I really think the amount of things he could say are about what we have already said.
Yeah.
Would you not agree?
Well, and he's got a lot on his plate, going, from the pan into the fire, basically, because, Lincoln, I believe, is ranked, 11th or 12th, I believe, in 3A, and they're 16-3. We're going to, you want to talk about another, gym that I played in that had success in, what a place to play.
And the thing is, after last night leaving here in snow, pretty well all the way home.
Well, I had sleet coming down.
Not a lot, but then tomorrow we're going to head to Lincoln, where 2 years ago when we went up there, sub-zero wind. We went to Springfield Southeast first, did the girls at 12:30, I think, and then ran up there. Although, once you're in the gyms, it didn't feel as cold as it was, but it was pretty miserable out there too. So, all right, we're going to take a break here. We're going to go to our Coach's Comment sponsor, QHS. When we come back, we'll either have Coach or we'll hear last thoughts from former coaches Wellman and Pettit. Final here, Devils lose on MeccaSportsCo.com.
QHS Auto Group is proud to sponsor Mecca Sports Broadcasting.
If you're looking to score your next new ride, be sure to visit QHS Honda.
And QHS Hyundai of Quincy.
With over 300 new and used vehicles to choose from, you won't find a selection like this anywhere else.
Plus, give your vehicle the game plan to success by servicing with our new state-of-the-art service center.
Visit QHS Auto Group of Quincy on 36th Street and see how QHS makes it easy.
Back here at the post game here, Wellman and Pettit. And we were just joking around here on Facebook. We were talking about things, and I guess you grew up in Quincy, always has some stuff. And when they do, it seems they come in waves on certain guys, almost like they're putting the press out. But they had a baseball shot. I have not seen it yet, and it's Coach Pettit making a play and making a throw. And someone chimed in and said, I thought he was dead. News to you, Coach.
Well, yeah, I'm still here kicking. Still here talking.
And he wasn't dead even when he was playing. So so that was something else. But, I will say, back in the day we played slow pitch, and Ozzie, Robert Kennedy out of Griggsville, was a good shortstop for Bank of Berry. He did pass away, and he had cancer fast. It was like boom and gone. And, we are getting up there in the old age there. So, but we still can't take these kind of losses, whether we're young or old.
Well, we got to do a better job focusing on, each and every possession, offensively and defensively. Defensively, we didn't get in front of anybody. We didn't stop anybody. Our on-ball defense wasn't very good tonight. And then on the other side, offensively, gosh, it was like turnover after turnover after turnover, offensively. And, we got to do a better job of taking care of the basketball, and then guarding the basketball, keeping them in front, challenging the shots. Welch is a load, but you're going to face a lot better than Welch. I got news for you because, he's, 5'11", 6 foot. You're going to get up in Chicagoland, in 4A, and you're going to be seeing 6'4", 6'5" dudes that are doing the same thing that Welch is doing, and dunking on you if you don't get in front of them. So, it's one of those things to where, learning experience. I would watch the tape as a coach, but, I don't think we need to talk with the team about what happened or whatever, and just, keep them focused on what their jobs are, and have them do it.
Yep, because there's a lot of good basketball left and a lot of good conference action left.
Oh, yeah.
And hopefully Milton's back next week, so that'll change stuff up a little bit there.
Well, yeah. Well, and that's another thing. You got people in and out. Woodson wasn't even a factor tonight, but he's missed the last 3 games, getting him work back in. Milton, God, explosive, 6'2", that's going to be a nice piece to put together, but they need to learn how to play and play together, and work together, on both sides of the ball.
And that's Coach Pettit and my comments here in the Coach's Comments section here. We'll pick up with the pregame tomorrow night with Coach, and we'll talk just briefly about this, get his thoughts on there. We're going to close it up here from Morton Fieldhouse. No snow out there tonight. We're ready to head out here.
We'll see. Last time we didn't think there was any snow. We went outside. I had to shovel, scrape off the car.
Well, hopefully not tonight here, as we get out here. And we'll regroup there for tomorrow. Tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, right? As the Blue Devils will take on Lincoln at Lincoln, and we look forward to that. Glad you're with us tonight. Hope you got away, and hope you stuck with us here a little bit and watched there, because the Devils did come out of the half looking pretty good. Final score here, Moline 58, Quincy High 17. Blue Devil basketball, Western Big Six style, right here on MechaSportsCo.com. Good night, everyone.
Brian Harms, I'll bet you got a lot of people asking for fish sandwiches this time of the year.
You bet. Isn't that great? It is that time of year. People always love our fish sandwiches, and they're with tartar sauce and lettuce. You can get that any day of the week. We got the beer-battered Alaskan pollock back. I'm back from Alaska. We caught all kinds of them.
And what kind of fish are those?
Pollock. Pollock.
And you've got a special deal going on. 2 fish sandwiches for just $7. Right now at Hardee's, 30th and Broadway, Quincy.